So guys, we are going to be doing the sewing tutorial of this dress. Okay, the drafting tutorial is on the channel. If you've not watched it, do well to watch. I'm also going to be linking that video to this very one. Okay, so this is the pattern that we drafted, the upper borders. Okay, if you did not see the drafting, please check. I will link the video to this one. So I'm going to be showing us how to properly pad our bustier. Okay, how to properly pad it. Okay, so from the under bust, I measure 6 inches upward. As you can see, every padding should end at the under bust. It is very important. So you can measure upward 6 inches, 7 inches, or 8 inches. If it is a full bodice that has from shoulder, you can do 8 inches, okay, or even 9 inches. So from the side, I went in by 5 inches. 5 inches being the bust span measurements we used, okay. And then on the center front, from the under bust point, I also went up by 7 inches. Do you understand? Every measurement must end, every padding must end at your under bust. That is the most important tip in padding your bust. So we are going to be using our stay to do the padding, stay and wording. Okay, we are using stay and wording to do the padding. As you can see, I am going to be layering my stay. I'm going to be using 4 layers of stay. You can use even up to 8, but if you use 8, you may not need to use a wording again. As you can see, 4 layers of stay, and everything ends at the under bust. Very important. Okay, everything ends at the under bust. It gets why. Okay, 4 layers of stay is what I use, and then I'm going to be transferring heat on it by using my iron. That is for the side panel. Now this is the center panel. The same thing we are also going to do to the center panel. 4 layers of stay. Okay, as you can see again, everything should end at the under bust. Under bust. Okay, 4 layers of stay. You can use more than 4 layers. Some people even use paper stay. Now this is depending on how much your clients pay. You know, stay is expensive. In my area they say stay for 2,000 per yard. So you iron it, you infuse it so it sticks. Okay, so that is how to pad. Okay, that is for the stay. Now you bring your wording. You can use stay and wording. You can use paper stay and wording. You can use only wording. You can use only stay. It is very durable. Okay, some people use only paper stay, but I cannot use only paper stay. I don't even use paper stay. I use wording. I use fabric stay. Okay, so now we are going to be cutting our wording. As you can see, I place my wording, my pattern on my wording. I was checking to be sure that the video is capturing it well, the camera. So I measure upward again the 7 inches that we use for the stay or the fabric stay. You see how I placed it, and then I traced it out. That is for the center panel. Okay, you see how I curved the up. You know, it should have a bit of that what do you call it, so or sweetheart shape, you know, on the upper side. Okay, so that is for the center front. Now I bring the side panel and I'm going to place it this way. Please watch very well how I am doing this. Okay, how I am doing this. Okay, all this that I'm giving you for free is what makes outfits stand out, and people are collecting so much money to teach this, and I'm giving it out for you for free. So do well to subscribe and like if you have not subscribed to this channel. Okay, you see how I am doing it. You see what I did to get the padding for the side panel. Okay, you can go back to the video and watch to see how we got this, but do well to subscribe. So I notch the front part. That will make me know that this side is, you know, the front part, not the side. Okay, so I place them on my fabric and I'm going to iron it with steaming ironing. Okay, I'm going to steam iron it. Okay, If you don't have a steaming iron, you sprinkle some water and it will stick well. So this point, I am done, infusing the interfacing or the interfaces, as you can see. So we are going to be, this is it. You see how properly it is laid. Okay, you see, right? Okay, you see how well it is looking. Yes, good. And this is for the side panel. I show you the center panel, the side panel. Okay, so we are going to continue stitching. Okay, please do well to like and subscribe if you have not. Share this video. As you can see, all panels are complete. Okay, all panels are complete. Okay, ask your questions if you have any. So we are going to be stitching now. I place it this way, and then I'll stitch the regular way we usually stitch to join our bodies together. Okay, I bring the other side, I place it, and then I'm gonna stitch. Okay, I'm gonna stitch. That is for the main fabric. We're going to do the same to the lining piece. Okay, as you can see, I also infuse interfacing on the lining piece, so that my outfit is properly structured and firm. Okay, I do the same on the lining piece. Now that is for the front panel. This is the back panel. Okay, as you can see, I infuse interfacing on all the pieces. Okay, I don't just use the fabric like that. I infuse all my pieces, all my panels. So I close this up like this, and then I'm going to sew on that line. Okay, remember the dot line we took. I sew on the other side. If you did not see if you have not watched the drafting tutorial, please do well to watch. It's right here on this channel, and it is also linked to this video. I do the same to the lining. I sew close up the dots for the back panel. Okay, so this is also on the sewing machine. I'm going to show you how to join the front panel alone. Okay, for people who might find this useful, is the reason why I am showing this, because I want to believe it's something you can do. Okay, we are going to be doing this right away. I put it together, the center panel and one side panel, and then I pin. And then I'll go ahead to stitch it together. So guys, subscribe, share this video so that other people can see. Do well to leave a comment, very important. Do well to leave a comment, do well to give a thumbs up, do well to like, do well to subscribe, and tap on the bell so you get notification each time we drop new videos. Okay, or each time we are hosting a live class. We do that almost every day. Okay, so I have joined the left side of the panel to the center part. Now we are joining the right side of the panel to the center panel. This is for the front, and then I'm going to show you the result of our padding, the result of our drafting, because it first starts from the drafting. If you did not get your drafting right, if you like, infuse all the padding piece in this word, your bustier will not stand well, will not give you that effect that you are looking for. So it all starts from your drafting. So if you did not see the drafting, please do well to watch. The link is on the description of this video. Okay, do well to watch so that you see how we drafted this, where we needed to close that, where we needed to contour, how many inches we used to contour and all. So this is it, guys. This is it. You see the effects. You see how well it is standing. The bustier is busting. You see, very beautiful. You see, this is good. So at this point, I have used the lining to turn the main fabric, like I showed you guys earlier. You see how beautiful the bustier is. Now this is the down panel. It's a gathers gown. This is the down panel. Okay, I have put a gathers on it. So you may want to ask, how many yards did you use? You see, it is given already. This, the upper the African print you are seeing there is 6 yards, and then the plain fabric is Mikado and is also 6 I bought 3 yards. I divided it into 2 and I joined, and then it gave me 6 yards. Okay, now you are doing this depending on the waist circumference of the person you're making the outfit for and how full you want it to be. Okay, so I pull the gathers with the required length of the dress. Okay, so right about now I am going to be joining the down bodies to the upper bodies. Okay, we're joining the down bodies to the upper bodies. If you have any question, guys, ask. Okay, if there is a place I did not remember to explain or touch, ask. Drop your question on the comments. I am one of the people that responds to students or people's comments. Okay, because for you to ask a question means that you actually need an explanation and you need clarity. So I don't joke with your questions. Ask. Drop it on the comments. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna get notification immediately. You drop that question on the comments, and I will definitely respond to you by the help of God. Okay, so I am joining the bottom piece to the upper piece, the bottom panel to the upper panel. Okay, so I am done joining. Right about now it has become a dress. So I'm going to be closing up the back area, the zipper area. That's what you should do next, and then fold the hem of the dress. So I will close up the back like this. The zipper, as you can see, the zipper line is showing already. Okay, so at this point I have closed. I use my lining to turn. As you can see, everything is giving. It's looking very beautiful, very, very beautiful. Okay, right now is a breast tube. Okay, it's a tube dress at this point, but we're going to be attaching a sleeve, a sleeve to it. It's not a full sleeve, just a string. You see the busty is busting even when nobody is wearing it. The bust is standing like as though, God, oh my God, I love this. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Let me know what you think about this, guys. So this is the string we are going to be attaching to it as a sleeve. Okay, as a sleeve. It's not a full sleeve. Okay, exactly what the client wants. So we're going to attach it to it, and we'll be done with this. So let me know if you've learned anything from this video. Let me know what part of this tutorial was not understanding to you or was not clear to you. Okay, and I'm going to clarify your doubts. All right, I love the burst. Oh no, God, this is beautiful. Come on now, guys, do yours. Let us see. Okay, let us share what you did. So this is a string. So I fold in the rough edges, as you can see, and then I'm going to place it like this. This is that line I just showed you is our darts line. So I'm going to place the string on the darts line. Okay, I'm going to place the string on the darts line. The string is going to one side to the right of the darts line, and the other side of the string to the other side of the darts line. Okay, I'm going to centralize it like that. Okay, so I place one in front and then one at the back. Okay, it's going to be a tying kind of sleeve. We tie the string however we want it. So this is the back side, the same way we place it for the front, with one part to the to the left side and one part to the right side. Okay, as you can see, the string is already divided, seam area on the string. Okay, we centralize it, so you place it that way. One part is falling to the one side of the darts on the dress and the other side. So at this point, this is what we have. I got AI to model it for us.